dawn. Carried through a broken land, few remained from all the households. Few still knew the ancient songs. Dust had covered ruined cities, fire had taken field and gate. Still they bore the sacred symbol through the silence left by fate. They had lost the walls around them, lost the kingdoms they once knew. Yet the presence they remembered was not bound to stone or rule. Ark of the remnant, carry through the dust. When the world we knew is broken, teach the faithful how to trust. Not in numbers, not in armies, not in crowns that disappear. God, remain among your people when the remnant walks in fear. One young bearer asked his father, will our homeland rise again? He replied, a home is empty if we rebuild the former sin. So they shared the grain with strangers, freed the servants from their debt, and the remnant learned survival was not all that heaven meant. Faith is more than preservation, more than keeping what remains. What survives should carry mercy, not the bitterness of pain. Remnant, carry through the dust. When the world we knew is broken, teach the faithful how to trust. Not in numbers, not in armies, not in crowds that disappear. God, remain among your people when the remnant walks in fear. If my world is stripped to fragments, show me what is worth the wait. Let me carry truth and mercy, leave behind the pride and hate. If I only walk with few now, let those few remember this. You have built from smaller remnants things no empire could resist. Ark of the remnant, carry through the dust. When the world we knew is broken, teach the faithful how to trust. Not in numbers, not in armies, not in crowns that disappear. God, remain among your people when the remnant walks in fear. Ark of the remnant. Ark of the remnant crossed the valley as the morning filled the sky, and the few kept moving forward with the promise by their side. Bloodless victory came before the dawn. Two great armies faced the field. Every bow was drawn and waiting. Every soldier gripped his shield. Then a messenger came running with a treaty in his hand, and the captains read in silence what could spare the lives of men. Some had dreamed of songs of conquest, some had waited years to fight, but a victory without funerals can be greater in God's sight. Bloodless victory, let the weapons fall. If the innocent can be rescued without of Saul lay beside the spear. Gold half buried in the dust, once it rested on a ruler. Men had followed, feared, and loved. Gilboa held the final silence. Wind moved gently through the grass, and the crown that seemed so mighty could not hold a kingdom fast. Power does not heal the spirit. Titles cannot silence fear. The throne becomes a lonely prison when the heart will never hear. Broken crown of soul, tell us what pride costs. A king may hold 1,000 soldiers and still lose what matters most. Let ambition bow to wisdom, let obedience guard the soul. God, remind every ruler how easily a crown can fall. There were days he stood with courage, days he answered heaven's call. Then suspicion grew around him till he trusted none at all. I had thought a king was strongest when no rival reached his throne, till the story showed how quickly fear can make a man alone. Jealousy can turn a brother into something we must chase. Pride can make us fight the people God once sent to give us grace. Broken crown of soul, tell us what pride costs. A king may hold 1,000 soldiers and still lose what matters most. Let ambition bow to wisdom, let obedience guard the soul. God, remind every ruler how easily a crown can When success begins to own me, when another's rise feels wrong, keep me from becoming jealous of the gifts that make them strong. If I ever wear authority, make my heart remain controlled. Better lose a crown with wisdom than let fear consume the soul. Broken crown of Saul, tell us what pride costs. A king may hold 1,000 soldiers and still lose what matters most. Let ambition bow to wisdom, let obedience guard the soul. God, remind every ruler how easily a crown can Broken crown of Saul caught the sunset, then the mountain swallowed gold, and the silence left a warning for each ruler growing on. Carmel before rain, waited under cloudless skies. Dust lay heavy on the ground. Years of drought had cracked the valleys. Every stream had emptied out. Far above the distant coastline, one man preyed upon the height, while his servant watched the horizon, searching for the smallest sign. Nothing moved across the heavens, still the prophet bowed again. Faith kept praying in the silence, long before the coming rain. When the seventh watch feels far, keep me looking toward the horizon, not surrendering my heart. And if all you show is something smaller than my open hand, give me faith to call it promise before rain has touched the land. CARMEL before rain, pray beneath the blue. When the sky gives no assurance, still believe what God can do. If the answer seems no closer, if the earth remains in pain, give us faith to keep on watching on CARMEL before the rain. CARMEL before rain turned darkened as the western thunder came, and the dust that waited years there finally disappeared in footsteps near, torches flickered through the stone. Men around him gripped their weapons, certain heaven gave the throne. There before him stood the ruler who had hunted him for years, and one whisper said, "Now ended. God has placed your enemy here." But opportunity is not permission, and revenge can wear a crown. Not each open door from heaven means another man goes down. David in the cave, put the blade away. You don't need to seize tomorrow through the blood you spilled today. Let the promise come in season. Let the throne remain God's choice. Strength is sometimes shown by mercy when revenge is found of us. Quietly he crossed the darkness, cut a corner from the rope. Then his conscience struck him deeply for the little he had done. Later from the distant hillside, David raised the cloth and cried, "I could take your life, but would not let the Lord decide between us." Faith can wait when power is offered. Trust can leave revenge undone. Those who know that God is sovereign need not force what is to come. David in the cave, put the blade away. to seize tomorrow through the blood you spilled today. Let the promise come in season. Let the throne remain God's choice. Strength is sometimes shown by mercy when revenge is bountiful. David left the cave still hunted, still without the promised throne, but he walked into the daylight with his conscience still his own. Judges burned beneath the sun. Tribes were scattered through the land. Every village raised its own law. Every sword obeyed one hand. Enemies came through the border, then deliverers rose in flame. But when peace returned among them, all corruption came again. Every generation wandered, you seem to breathe. When the heart rejects true wisdom, freedom circles back to grief. Desert of the judges, teach us what went wrong. Every man became his own king. Every tribe defined the law. Give us more than temporary heroes rising through the dust. God, restore a faithful people who remember whom to trust. Gideon trembled in the winepress. Deborah judged beneath the tree. Samson carried mighty power, yet could not master what was deep. Jephthah learned that reckless promises can wound those we claim to love. And the desert kept repeating what raw strength could never solve. Victory cannot heal a nation if the people never change. Saving us from one oppressor does not free the heart from chains. Desert of the judges, teach us what went wrong. Every man became his own king. Every tribe defined the law. Give us more than temporary heroes rising through the dust. God, restore a faithful people who remember whom to trust. When I blame the world around me, show the kingdom in my chest. When I want another champion, teach me first to face myself. Give us leaders shaped by wisdom. Give us people seeking truth. End the cycle in the spirit before history repeats anew. Desert of the judges, teach us what went wrong. Every man became his own king. Every tribe defined the law. Give us more than temporary one that reached beyond the battlefield and changed the heart within. The stream, ravens crossed the morning air. Kings that threatened drought had hardened every field surrounding there. No great crowd remained to praise him, no bright altar filled the hill. Only water, bread, and silence, teaching him to trust God's will. Prophets are not always standing where the fire meets the stone. Sometimes heaven forms the faithful in a wilderness alone. Elijah under heaven, nothing else in sight, fed by mercy in the morning, held by promise through the night. When the calling leads to silence, when the road becomes unknown, God can shape a servant deeply under heaven all alone. Later came the fire on Carmel, later came the rushing rain, later came the flight through desert, when exhaustion spoke his name. He had stood before a kingdom, then collapsed beneath the tree, and the God who sent the thunder met him gently in his need. Faithful people still grow weary, strong men still can lose their breath. Heaven does not shame exhaustion, God can feed us into strength. Elijah under heaven, nothing else in sight, fed by mercy in the morning, held by promise through the night. When the calling leads to silence, when the road becomes unknown, God can shape a servant deeply under heaven all alone. When I think I must be fearless, just because you called my name, let me rest beneath the branches, let me eat and rise again. Speak beyond the wind and earthquake, past the fire and through the noise. Teach me how to hear your whisper and remember I am choice. was not alone. After midnight, move between the tents, torches hidden in the jars. 3 small companies surrounded all the camp beneath the stars. No vast legion stood beside him, most had already been sent home. And the man who once felt weakest now walked where fear had grown. God had stripped away the numbers, stripped the strength he might have claimed. So when victory came among them, none could worship Gideon's name. Gideon after midnight, raise the torch on high, break the jar and sound the trumpet through the sleeping enemy lines. When I think I need more power, more control before I move, God remind me you can work through what looks too small to you.
Before the signal, he had listened. Before the signal, he had listened.
Before the signal, he had listened to a dream inside the camp. One frightened enemy soldier spoke of terror through the ranks. Gideon bowed there in the darkness, then returned to those who stayed. For the courage he had needed came before a sword was raised. Sometimes faith receives assurance from the place we fear to go. God can place a word of courage where we least expect to know. Gideon after midnight, raise the torch on high, break the jar and sound the trumpet through the sleeping enemy lines. When I think I need more power, more control before I move, God remind me you can work through what looks too small to you. When my weakness feels embarrassing, when my numbers seem too few, keep me from collecting power just to prove what I can do. Break the jar around my courage, let the hidden fire be seen. Make me trust that small obedience can accomplish something deep. Gideon after midnight, raise the torch on high, break the jar and the moon, lanterns fading on the wall. One old sentry walked the ramparts, knowing dawn would end his call. Years had taught him every footstep, every tower, every stone, and the city slept beneath him like a family he had known. He had watched through war and famine, through the winters, through the flame. Now the final night was asking what his service truly meant. Hebron's last watch, hold until the dawn. Guard the gates with faithful courage till the final night is gone. Not for medals, not for glory, not so men remember names. God, let every quiet watchman lead the wall with faith unchanged. Near the third hour came a traveler, weak and bleeding from the road. The old sentry called a healer, then unlocked the smaller door. Simon taught him fear was wisdom, that compassion made walls weak. But he knew a guarded city still must hear the wounded speak. Faithfulness is more than staying, more than watching distant roads. It is knowing why we guard them and for whom the gateway holds. Hebron's last watch, hold until the dawn. Guard the gates with faithful courage till the final night is gone. Not for medals, not for glory, not so men remember names. God, let every quiet watchman leave the wall with faith unchanged. When my season nears its ending, let me finish without pride. Let me leave the gate more merciful than the one I found in life. If another takes my lantern, may I give it without fear. Faithful service is completed when another can stand here. Hebron's last watch, hold until the dawn. Guard the gates with faithful courage till the final night is gone. Not for medals, not for glory, not so men remember names. God, let every quiet watchman leave the wall with faith unchanged. Hebron's last watch met the sunrise, then he handed down the flame, and the young God took the lantern as the old one walked away. Jordan gleamed beside the stream, swords and armor on the shore. Soldiers stood before the crossing, unsure what waited there before. Water moved around the boulders, morning mist concealed the land, and the men who trusted weapons faced a road steel could not command. Iron Man's a 'cause they made me strong. Show me when the season changes, show me when the wait is wrong. If you call me through the water, let me trust without the steel. What protected me behind me may not have the road ahead.
Iron at the Jordan, leave it by the shore. Some crossings cannot be conquered by the strength we trusted before. When the water stands between us and the place we're called to go, God teach iron hands surrender at the Jordan's restless flow. Iron at the Jordan caught the sunlight while the soldiers crossed the stream, and they reached the farther shoreline, lighter than they'd ever
Jericho's seventh dawn rose above the plain, golden light upon the wall. 6 long days had passed in silence, still the stones had never moved. Priests prepared the horns beside them, soldiers tightened every line, and the people took their places for the 7th final time. 6 days taught them patient walking, 6 days tested what they knew. Now the 7th morning asked them if they'd finish what was due. Jericho's 7th dawn, walk another round. When obedience feels repetitive, when no stone has touched the ground, keep the trumpet for its moment, keep the faithful moving on. God give us strength to finish at Jericho's 7th dawn. One young warrior asked his father, "What if nothing falls today?" He replied, "Then still obedience was not wasted on the way." They had learned the march itself was shaping hearts before the sound. Faith was growing in the footsteps long before the walls came down. We may think the final moment is the only part that counts, but the days of quiet obedience build the courage for the shout. Jericho's 7th dawn, walk another round. When obedience feels repetitive, when no stone has touched the ground, keep the trumpet for its moment, keep the faithful moving on. God give us strength to finish at Jericho's 7th dawn. When I've walked the same direction and I see no outward change, keep me faithful through repetition, keep me steady in the plain. Let me not abandon purpose just because results seem gone. Some walls wait until the 7th before yielding to the dawn.
Jericho's 7th dawn, walk trumpet for its moment. Keep the faithful moving on. God give us strength to finish at Jericho's seventh dawn. Jericho's seventh dawn. Grew louder around. When obedience feels repetitive. Keep the trumpet for its moment. Keep the faithful moving on. God give us strength to finish at Jericho's seventh dawn.
Lion before the throne stood beyond the crowns. Every ruler lowered eyes. Golden halls had praised their greatness. Now the greatness seems so small. Scepters rested on the pavement. Royal banners ceased to move. For the lion stood before them with a strength no king could rule. Human kingdoms speak of power. Human rulers claim the land. Still every throne is only borrowed under heaven's greater hand.
Lion before the throne, let the kingdoms bow. Truth is higher than dominion, justice greater than the crown. Let the proud release their glory, let the mighty understand. No throne rise above the lion, no king escapes his hand.
One ruler thought of villages, burned to make his borders wide. One remembered hungry workers while his palace multiplied. Another saw the prisoners he had silenced out of fear. And the lion's quiet presence made their hidden choices clear. Power brings responsibility, rank cannot erase the wrong. Every crown will face a measure far beyond the praise of man. Lion before the throne, let the kingdoms bow. Truth is higher than dominion, justice greater than the crown. Let the proud release their glory, let the mighty stand. No throne rise above the lion, no king escapes his hand. If I ever gain influence, keep me conscious of the weight. Let me hear the ones beneath me. Let me act before too late. If applause begins to blind crowns were laid away, and the rulers left remembering who would judge their rule one day. MIZPAH gathered at the stone where the tribes had come to pray. Old divisions filled their memories, old accusations shaped their ways. Some arrived demanding judgment, some still carried wounds from war. But the elders called for silence before hatred spoke once more. When all grief kings and servants face the same one standing underneath his light. Earth may carve our names in marble, armies may proclaim us great, but no title crosses with us when we stand beyond the gate. Everything we call possession, every throne and every name, will be measured by a kingdom that does not reward our faith. No crown in heaven, no throne we can own, only mercy, truth, and worship before the everlasting throne. Let me live without pretending, earthly praise will make me whole. There is no crown in heaven greater than a faithful soul. One great ruler built a palace, one poor widow shared her bread. History remembered one in statues, heaven saw what each one gave. I had thought that human greatness could be measured by applause, till I learned the quiet servant may be richer before God. Heaven turns our scales around us, sees what crowds will never see. Those who serve without an audience may have lived most faithfully. No crown in heaven, no throne we can own, only mercy, truth, and worship before the everlasting throne. Let me live without pretending, earthly praise will make me whole. There is no crown in heaven greater than a faithful soul. If they praise me, keep me humble. If they overlook my name, let me never trade obedience for a little earthly fame. When the things I built are fading, when my titles disappear, let the life I placed in service be the treasure carried there. No crown in heaven, no throne we can own, only mercy, truth, and worship before the everlasting throne. Let me live without pretending, earthly praise will make me whole. There is no crown in heaven greater than a faithful soul. No crown in heaven needs our glory, no bright gold survives the grave. Only what was done in mercy outlives everything we Oh, that the river Oh, that the river rose beside the stones, where the current crossed the land. Families gathered on the shoreline, children holding parents' hands. They had traveled through the wilderness, buried friends along the way. Now before another crossing, they remembered why they came. Every river marks a boundary, every crossing leaves a past. So they swore before the water what they wanted still to last. Oh, that the river carried through the years, we will walk in truth and mercy.
conquest, not a boast of human might, but a marker that remembrance could keep wandering hearts alive. Memory becomes a compass when the easy roads appear. What we promise in conviction must survive another year. Oh, that the river carried through the years. We will walk in truth and mercy. We will not be ruled by fear. When the other shore grows distant, when our promises are tried, God remind us of the covenant we declared beside the tide. When I cross into new seasons, do not let the past control, but preserve the lessons given that have shaped and formed my soul. Let me leave behind the bondage, carry forward what is true. Every river can become a place where life begins anew. Oh, that the river carried through the years. We will walk in truth and mercy. We will not be ruled by fear. When the other shore grows distant, when our promises are tried, God remind us of the covenant we declare beside the tide. Oh, that the river stayed behind them, with the stones beside the shore. And whenever doubt returned there, they remembered what they swore.
Psalm of the remnant rose among the ruins. Few voices underneath the sky. Some had walked from burning villages, some had watched their kingdom die. There were no great temple choirs there, no bright instruments of gold. What remains after destruction shows what fire could never take. Faith may lose its outward splendor and still find a voice to praise. Some of the remnants rise among the stones. God is present with the is only fragments when my strongest songs are gone. Place me near a faithful people who can help me carry on. And when I become the stronger, let me lend another breath. For a remnant stays together when it sings through loss and death. Some of the remnant rise among the stones. God is present with the scattered. God remembers those without homes. We are few, but still believing. We are wounded, still we sing. Let the remnant lift a song to the everlasting King. Everlasting King. Some of the remnant cross the ruins as the evening turned to gold. And the few became a chorus, stronger than their numbers showed. To the everlasting King. Shofar over Zion sounded from the wall. Morning broke across the stone. Watchmen raised the ancient trumpet, calling scattered people home. Not a cry for war or vengeance, not a summons born from fear, but a sound that crossed the rooftop saying, "Wake, the dawn is near." Every generation slumbers, every heart can lose its way. Sometimes mercy comes as warning before darkness owns the day. Shofar over Zion, sound across the sky. Call the weary back to worship, call the sleeping hearts to rise. Let the proud remember heaven, let the broken lose their fear. God awaken all your people when the worship, call the sleeping hearts to rise. Let the proud remember heaven, let the broken lose their fear. God, awaken all your people when the shofar rings out clear. Shofar over Zion faded as the city faced the sun, but the call remained within them long after the horn was the olive rested in the shade, far from banners, dust and flame. One old warrior sat beside it, tracing scars without a name. Years had taught his hands resistance, years had taught his heart the cost, and the branches moved above him like a prayer for what was lost. There are seasons made for guarding, there are seasons made for peace. Wisdom knows when steel has finished and the wounded hand can cease. Sword beneath the olive, rest beneath the leaves. Let the weapon lose its anger, let the tired warrior breathe. When the danger has departed, when no innocent needs shield, God teach every hand to loosen and leave the sword beneath the tree. One young soldier came to find him, asked why steel was laid aside. Said, you were the strongest among us, why not carry it with pride? He replied, the blade was useful when another life was threatened, but a man who loves his weapon may invent another battle. Strength should never need an enemy just to prove that it exists. Peace is also something guarded when the warrior can resist. Sword beneath the olive, rest beneath the leaves. Let the weapon lose its anger, let the tired warrior breathe. When the danger has departed, when no innocent needs shield, God teach every hand to loosen and leave the sword beneath the tree. When conflict becomes familiar, when I miss the rush of fight, make me love the quiet harvest more than proving I was right. If the blade once served protection, let its silence serve it too. May the olive grow much longer than the wars my lifetime knew.
through above, and the warrior died, remembering peace had been his final love.
Watchmen of the wilderness stood upon the ridge. No great city lay behind, only tents beside the dry wells, children sleeping through the night. They watched stars above the desert, watched the dunes beneath the moon. For the wilderness held dangers that could reach the camp too soon. No stone tower gave them shelter, no high wall concealed their flame. Only vigilance and courage kept the vulnerable safe.
Watchmen of the wilderness, keep the fires bright, guard the weary through the desert, stand between them and the night. When the road has no defenses, when the camp is small and bare, God give wisdom to the watchmen who protect the people there.
One night movement crossed the distance, shadows gathered near the sand. Every guard prepared his weapon, every heart obeyed command. Then the figures came much closer, travelers lost without a guide. So the watchmen raised their lanterns and led strangers safely inside. Watching means discerning clearly, not assuming every thread. Courage sees the true distinction between danger and distress.
Watchmen of the wilderness,
Keep the fires bright,
guard the weary through the desert, stand between them and the night. When the road has no defenses, when the camp is small and bare, God give wisdom to the watchmen who protect the people there.
when I stand in uncertain places, give me eyes that fear won't rule. Let me recognize the wounded and respond to danger too. May protection never harden into hatred of the strange. Make my vigilance compassionate, make my courage wisely aimed.
Watchmen of the wilderness, keep the fires bright, guard the weary through the desert, stand between them and the night. When the road has no defenses, when the camp is small and bare, God give wisdom to the watchmen who protect the people
Who protect the people there. warning flooded every street. Years of siege had taught the city how the sound of danger feels. Still the builders raised new houses, children played beside the wall, and the people chose a future not controlled by fear at all. Safety cannot mean captivity, walls should never own the heart. Peace begins when wounded people choose a different kind of start. Zion without fear, rise beneath the sun. Let the gates be shaped by wisdom, not by everything once done. God the weak and welcome mercy, let the old suspicion clear. God rebuild a faithful city, Zion living without fear. One old watchman saw a traveler wearing colors once despised. His hand moved toward his weapon, then he looked into his eyes. There was no army on the roadway, only families seeking bread. And the city chose discernment over memories of the dead. Healing does not mean forgetting, wisdom still remembers pain, but remembrance should not sentence every stranger to the same. Zion without fear, rise beneath the sun. Let the gates be shaped by wisdom, not by everything once done. God the weak and welcome mercy, let the old suspicion clear. God rebuild a faithful city, Zion living without fear. Zion living without fear.
When my past begins controlling every doorway of my life, teach me caution without bondage, teach me courage without spite.
Let me learn from what has wounded, but refuse to live inside it. Make the future larger than the fear that once defined it.
Zion!